Hey guys, what's going on? It's Tennille, and welcome to my channel. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you're notified every time I upload a new video. And for those of you who have been here before, welcome back. You guys, I am back today with another reaction video. Today I have Tom Segura, Buying Weed Used to Be Insane. Okay, I can't wait to hear what this is all about. But before we jump into today's video, you guys, you don't have to say thank you so much for all the love and support that you continue to show me across all of my platforms. Now, if you have not joined me on OnlyFans, Instagram, TikTok, or Patreon, all that information is in the description box below. Also, you guys, don't forget to join me on my new ASMR channel. If you're into ASMR or you just need help sleeping or you just want to be relaxed, that's definitely the place to do that. All right, you guys, I have today's video, so let's go ahead and jump into it.
But we as a nation, we have been traumatized by these horrific laws and people being imprisoned for having weed, and it highlights the absurdity of not only it having been illegal and so crazy for so many years, but also highlights how the next generation will not believe our stories about it at all.
That's so true.
There's a 0% chance they will understand what we're talking about. It'd be like trying to tell a kid now, like, hey, you know, pigeons used to deliver messages to people. They'd be like, the fuck are you saying right now? It'll be the same thing. I'm gonna sit my son down one day and be like, you know, when I was your age, to get weed, I almost died. And he'll be like, why? Was 7-Eleven on fire or something?
7-Eleven.
They didn't sell it at 7-Eleven.
Right.
Daddy used to get in cars with strangers. Where are we going? Chill out. All right. Three-hour round trips to buy weed. And if you're like, oh, what kind of weight were you moving? $20 worth of marijuana. That kind of major shit.
Right.
I bought weed from a dude in a standalone trailer one time. Not a trailer park, a solo trailer. The most terrifying housing situation that exists. Like where other trailer people are like, get the fuck out of here. They kick him out. I just walk up to that shit, 15. And this dude's like, you trying to get a sack? I was like, oh shit, yeah. He goes, we could go do that. And I was like, all right, cool.
We can go
and he
do
goes,
that.
we just need to go get it. I was like, you don't fucking have it? Isn't that your sole responsibility?
Right.
So I tried to play cool. I was like, all right, let's go get it. He goes, I'll go get it. You stay here and watch my place. And I was like, okay. And he goes, there's a 357 and a shotgun on my bed. Anybody comes in here, blast them.
Oh my God.
Inside, paralysis. But what I said was, that's what's up. Like, yeah, man.
Oh my God, he's so funny.
And then he stopped at the door and he goes, but don't shoot my mom. I go, can we get a description before we agree to terms? How about a height and weight on old mom? Not everybody agrees on weed. That's fine. I don't care. Like my parents, you know, we don't agree on it. They're not cool with weed. I don't care. They're old. I still love them. My dad's a Vietnam vet. You know, some of them are cool with weed. Some of them are not. Some of them don't want to talk about Vietnam. My dad does. Some vets are like, I don't want to talk about it. And my dad's like, what do you want to know? Here's what I wanted to know when I was a kid. It's terrible to ask a stranger this, but it was my own father. And, you know, I'd seen a lot of movies, so I'm like, you're in the war. Did you kill anybody? The first time I asked him that, he goes, no, I didn't. I go, all right, okay. A few years later, I asked him again, did you ever kill anybody? He goes, it wasn't like that. I was a lieutenant. I was in charge of people. It just didn't work like that. I said, okay. And then a few years later, I asked him again. I go, did you ever kill anybody? And he goes, I threw grenades into bunkers. I go, were there people in there? He goes, there were, yeah.
Oh my God.
Just little pieces by the time I got in there. And then last year I go, did you ever kill anybody? And he goes, there's no better feeling than killing the enemy. Whoa.
His dad lied to him about Stephen, or
the first time
about,
we ever talked about
Tommy
weed,
Jones,
because it was
too.
Christmas Day. That's why it stood out. I was 12 years old. I think my sister brought it up. She was like, I want to smoke weed. And my dad goes, you want to know what I think of marijuana? And I was genuinely curious. I go, what, Dad? He goes, I was at a party one time, and somebody pulled out a marijuana cigarette. And I said, I'm out of here. And I was like, cool story, nerd. You got any other ones? And he goes, well, yeah, one time I was in Vietnam, and some Viet Cong tried to sell my Marines marijuana. So I found him, and I picked him up by his throat, and I threw him on the ground, and I put my M16 in his face, and I said, if you ever come here again, I'll fucking kill you. And I go, do you have any stories in between those two stories? Jesus,
yeah, it's so
Christmas,
drastic.
bro. God damn.
The change is so drastic.
2 years after that, there was a woodpecker fucking up our house. This will all make sense. And
okay, Tom, please tell us.
woodpeckers can really damage your house. I remember my dad paid a guy $500 to patch up that part of the house. A month later, the woodpecker returned. This time, my dad did not call the guy. He woke me up, his teenage son, on a Saturday morning. Picture you're dead asleep, and my dad whispering in your ear with his potent dad breath. He just whispers in my ear, dead asleep. He goes, I need you to shoot a bird. I just go, I don't do that. He goes, figure it out. So I said, okay, Lieutenant. And I got an air rifle. I shot the woodpecker. I remember I shot it mid-peck, so it was going like, landed in front of me, so much bigger up close, really big, red feathers, distinct features. I was blown away. I bagged it up, I threw it away, and then I went over to my girlfriend's house. I started telling her family about it over lunch. I should mention, at the time, my girlfriend's family ran a wildlife conservation center. So
no.
I didn't know my audience, but I heard a few forks drop, and I look up, and her dad goes, oh my God, you killed a long-billed woodpecker. That's an endangered species.
Oh.
And I go, oh. I said, my dad
God.
made me do it. And he goes, how does that make you feel, knowing that you did that? And I said, there's no better feeling than killing the enemy. It was fucking awesome. I loved it. Those birds are extinct now. I did that shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm crazy. So.
No, not the woodpecker. Oh my goodness. He killed a poor little woodpecker. Woodpeckers are annoying though. I have not encountered very many of them. I think actually once in my lifetime, a long time ago when I was growing up, there was a woodpecker in our tree that would just peck all freaking day long, and it was quite annoying. But I was a big Woody Woodpecker fan when I was a kid, so it was kind of interesting because I always imagined him looking like Woody Woodpecker. I never saw him. I just heard him like just pecking away at this big oak tree that was in our front yard. Okay, so buying weed. It's funny because obviously weed is legal in lots of states, and hopefully one day will be legal in every state for people who actually really need it. I am not a weed smoker, but I know a lot of people who are, and I know people who use it for medical reasons. And I'm thinking about my grandson, who is 6 years old. When he's probably, I don't know, a teenager or in his 20s, and he's hearing stories about how people used to have to buy weed, and it's going to be so easy if he smokes or not, whatever, but his generation is basically what I'm saying. They're going to be able to just go in anywhere, and it's going to be okay. It's going to be so hard for them to, like, really understand, like, wait, what? You went to jail for weed, or you knew somebody who went to jail for buying weed or selling weed or whatever. It's just kind of like now with cell phones and internet. My grandson will never know what it's like to not have a cell phone or internet or a handheld device. He's got everything. He's spoiled rotten. But I've told him a couple of stories about how when I had no cell phone, he was so confused. He's like, wait, well, how did you make phone calls? How did you call people? I'm like, I had to go inside of somewhere and I had to use a phone. So he's like, that's weird, Nana, that is so weird. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. It's gonna be interesting. If you guys have any really cool stories though, no, wait a minute, I guess maybe you shouldn't tell your stories on how you buy your weed, just in case you're in a place that's illegal. So never mind, let's just scratch that. Just comment on this video with whatever you're comfortable saying. I don't want to start saying, hey, tell your weed stories in the comment section below. Well, we're not going to do that. All right, anyway, you guys, leave me your comments in the comment section below and just let me know what you thought about this video. And if you enjoyed my reaction, please be sure to leave this video a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you're always notified whenever I upload a new video. Again, you guys, thank you so much for all the love and support that you show me across all of my platforms. Please join me on OnlyFans, Instagram, TikTok, Patreon. All of that information is in the description box below. Remember, if you have something you'd like to see me react to, you guys send it to my email, justtennille@gmail.com, and I'll do my best to get to it. All right, that's it for today. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I will see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye.
God, cross my line for profit. Never that fly too high, to be honest. Gold mine all of my blood. My whole mind harmonized with the cosmic. I get signs from the gods hella often. I cause I vibe so hard, keep caution. Haven't had faith in the path.